beautiful day outside. It's a great day to open your windows. So let's take a nice inhale, reach out and as far as you can, wide, and then as high as you can up. And we're just going to exhale over to your right. Give yourself a nice stretch. Now press into the floor and give yourself a little stretch there up your side. Inhale, open it up again. Exhale to the other side, stretching. Inhale it up. And then exhale forward over your legs, rounding, thinking of lifting from the pelvic floor. Inhale, stack back up. Bring your hands behind the head. Open it up to the ceiling. Good. And we're going to continue that, but we're going to change your legs a little bit. So I want you to bring your legs in front of you, out, and then you're going to drop to one side. You're going to try to get both hips down. And then you're going to bring them up, and then you're going to drop to the other side and try to get both hips down there. So you've got this knee in front of you at a 90-degree angle, right? It's kind of awkward. That's okay. You might find yourself wiggling a little bit side to side or forward. As you can see, I'm getting a little closer to the camera as I do this. It's okay. Just coming into this little, okay, good. Now we're going to bring the legs over to one side. And here, I'm going to have you just shift them back a little bit so you're more of like a mermaid sit, right? So knees are slightly in front of you and one foot out to the side. We'll do that same stretch. We'll come up and then over toward your knees, hand on the floor, press into the floor so you push this hip down. Good. Now take this arm, thread underneath and give yourself a nice twist. Feel that nice stretch. Good. Back to center. Bring it up. We're going to go up and over toward your knees. And then almost the same thing. We're going to take this arm, give yourself a nice little twist under. Inhale it up. Bring it up. We'll do that one more time. Same side. Inhale. And then press and twist under that arm. Bring it up. Come over to the other side. Press and twist under that arm. Bring it back to me. Great. Bring it up and we'll go flip the feet to the other side. And same thing, I want you to come to that mermaid-like position. Now, if this is very uncomfortable for you, you guys are in your own home, so you have the option of all these props around you, right? I have couch cushions. I could grab pillows. Pillows would be really good. I happen to have some yoga blocks and things like that here. That's a great way to help open out your hips if you feel like you need it. So start with that stretch up. We'll go toward the knees. Exhale. Under the arm. Bring it back to me. Bring it up. Go toward the feet. Over. Then under. Back up. And all the way up. We'll go one more time over to your knees. Inhale and exhale over, pressing that hip down. Come under the arm. Bring it back to me. And bring it up. And last one, come over. Come back under. Come back to me. And bring it all the way up. Okay, we're going to go into an exercise now. We're not really warmed up yet, but we just want to start moving that spine around. Let's reach your arms out nice and wide. Hands are not behind you. They're slightly in front of you. Think of energy through the fingertips so you're really wide in your scapula there. We're going to take a nice inhale and grow as tall as you can. Exhale toward your feet and give yourself a little pulse over those feet. 2, 1, back to center. Inhale. Exhale toward your knees and give yourself a little pulse. 2, 1, and come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to pulse to the feet. 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, grow tall, taller, and tallest. Imagine you're on that reformer and you've got that strap in your hands and you're pressing over to one side. One more time. Exhale, stretch, and stretch, and stretch. Good. Now we're going to bend this elbow as you go toward it. So you're at about a 90-degree angle. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist and pulse. 3, and 2, and 1. Switch the arm. Inhale. Exhale, pulse. 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale. Pulse. Exhale. 2, and 1. Inhale. And pulse. Exhale. 2, 1. Come back to center. Inhale, release. We're just going to take these legs, bring them up, and go around to the other side. Good. Bonus points if you can do it without using your arms on the floor. So fingertips are reaching wide. Try to get the hips down. Inhale. We're going to go over to your left first. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to twist toward the feet. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Twist toward your knees. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Try to keep both hips down. 3, 2, 1. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Center. Inhale. One more toward the feet. Exhale. Pulse. Pulse. And center. And last one toward those knees. Exhale. Pulse. pulse, adding on the bent elbow. So you're going to bend that left elbow up nice and tall. Twist toward that left and pulse. 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale, switch the arms. Inhale, switch the arms. Inhale, switch the arms. One more inhale. Last one, inhale. And release it down. Just shake out those shoulders. Hopefully you're starting to feel the shoulders a little bit. We're going to warm up a little bit more here. I want you to uncross your feet. I'm just moving down toward the end of my mat. I'm going to bring the front foot forward, and it's kind of pointing straight perpendicular to my mat. And the back foot's going to be stacked just behind it. I'm going to be having you come up into a nice little plank here, or side plank. You could be on your elbow here if it's too much to be on your wrist, okay? So arms out slightly wider than your shoulders so that you're going to be able to press with your legs and bring that shoulder lined up over the wrist. So take a nice inhale from here. We're going to start by pressing into your feet. Hopefully you have a sticky enough mat. You can put this top hand down for now to help yourself up if you want to. And you're pushing over this arm, and you're going to stack your hips and stack your shoulders. Beautiful. We're just going to hold it for about 5 seconds. Good. Now bend your knees like you're going to press your hips to your heels. I'm not touching the mat here. And you're going to push back up. Good. Inhale, bend. Press up for 3. Inhale, bend. Press up for 4. Inhale, bend. Press up for 5. Inhale, bend. Press for 6. Inhale, bend. That's it, Eliza. Good modification. 7. One more bend. Press for 8. Hold it right there. Hold it. Good. Now see if you can lower the hips and release that arm. We're all going to come to your elbow here. We're also going to bend the knees. So both knees are bent now. And if you can tell, I'm lined up. So my knees, I have to move forward because I'm running into my fireplace. My knees, my hips, and my shoulders are lined up. My elbow is right underneath my shoulder here, and I'm lifting on this side. Now I'm going to keep that bottom arm touching. You can even fold up your mat or stick a pillow under the arm if you're on a wood floor like I am and you want a little more padding. Lift the hips from there, right? Now lower the hips. So we're now flexing from the waist and lower. Lift for 3 and lower. Lift for 4 and lower. Keep this bottom shoulder away from your ear and lower. Exhale and lower. 2 more. Exhale and lower. Last one, we're going to hold it there. Take that top arm if you can, reach it up. Take that top leg if you can, reach it up. Lift it a little higher. Now lower it. Lift it up for 2 and lower it. Lift it up for 3 and lower. Lift it up for 4 and lower. Lift it up for 5 and lower. Lift it up and lower. Hold it up. Abs tight. Circle it for 5 and 4. I don't care which way. 3 and 2 and 1. Reverse it for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Set it down. Release all the way to the floor here. Give that bottom arm a nice stretch, either overhead or bring it in front of you and just relax it for a second. Take your upper body. Knees are bent again now and they're coming in front of you. Take your upper body and just rotate toward the ceiling. Trying to get both shoulders down. You can reach that bottom arm out away from you if you want to. Great job. Bring it back to center. Stack the shoulders again. So now your shoulders are stacked, your knees are stacked. You can keep that bottom arm resting underneath your head. Your waist is lifted here, your abs are nice and tight. We're going to take this top leg. Now make sure your knees are lined up. You're going to take that top leg and you're going to lift it with the foot and you're going to lower it down. So now we're engaging in the core here, trying to stay nice and strong and stacked. Exhale up for 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale up for 4. Now when you lower, I want you to almost come all the way down, but don't quite come all the way down. You're just coming down enough to touch and lift. Inhale and lift without rolling backwards. Inhale and lift. Inhale and lift. Now we're going to lower down. You're going to keep those knees just hovering. I want you to imagine like 2 inches between those knees. Extend the top leg forward. You're going to hold it there. You can flex the foot. Show me the bottom of that foot. Let me see it. Lift it and lower it. Gets a little harder now. Lift and lower. Abs are tight. You're lifted in this waist on the bottom. 3, 4. Knees are still hovering. 5, 6. 2 more. 7. Hold for 8. Now that leg is lifted a little further than parallel to the floor. Press that foot toward me with the hip rotating and pull it back just a little toward me and pull back, a little toward me. So now you're rotating through the pelvis, just a little, pull back, just a little, pull back, just a little, pull back, just a little, pull back. One more, and release it to the floor. Let it stretch right there. Let it relax. Beautiful. Now, just take that knee, let it drop all the way to the floor so it's tucked under that bottom leg. And I want you to let yourself rotate onto your back and give yourself a nice stretch right there. You can bring the knees into the chest if you want to. Relax your head back, just deepening that stretch in the side of that glute where you were just working. All right, release that out. You can rock yourself up to a seated position here. Grab a sip of water on your way by if you want to. We're going to come onto that side that you were just working and flip the feet the other way. So now your other leg is on top and it's going to go forward on the mat. Your other foot behind, kind of stacked. This arm coming out wider than your shoulder. We're going back to that first exercise we did where we're stacking and coming up into that side plank. So again, you could be on the elbow here and not going as far with this if that's what you need to do. So we're going to take a nice inhale. You can take that top hand to the floor to help yourself up if you want to. Come into your side plank. Good, abs nice and tight. We're going to bend the knees go forward, the hips go to the heels, and then you press back. Bend, press for 2. Bend, press for 3. Bend, press for 4. Good, you can keep this arm up if you want to. If you need to keep it down, you go ahead. Inhale, inhale, one more, hold it, give yourself a nice long hold, pause, see if you can lower that hip all the way down, beautiful. We're going to lower that elbow to the floor. I'm going to double up my mat over here just so I can put my elbow down without it hurting. Make sure the knees are in line with your hips, the feet are behind you slightly. Shoulders are stacked, waist is lifted. We're going to take a nice inhale from here, lift the hips. Good, so you can keep that arm up there now. You're going to lower the hips and lift, lower and lift, lower, shoulder away from the ear. One more, we're going to hold it up there. Take that top leg, reach it up, hold it up there, lower the leg and lift. Shoulders are back and stacked wide, lower and lift. You can flex as you lower if you want to and point it up. Flex as you lower. Keep those hips lifted. Don't let them dip. Point up and pull down. Point up and pull down. Point up and pull down. Hold it up there. Circle it forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it back. Too much on the shoulder. You're just adjusting legs. 3, 2, and 1, hold it, and set everything down. Bend those knees, they can come in front of you. Release the arms down underneath your head and just stretch right there for a second. Rotate to the ceiling. Whew, just breathe and release and relax. Excellent, and then let's come back to center here. So now we're gonna stack those knees in front of your hips. You're bent at about a 90-degree angle. Your waist is lifted. I'm gonna turn. Abs are nice and tight and strong and connected. You're going to take that top leg. Make sure the knees are stacked. If one knee is behind the other, your hips aren't stacked. So you want to make sure the pelvis is nice and neutral. Exhale, you're going to lift this whole leg off of the bottom leg and inhale to lower. Keep your waist lifted from the bottom here, of core engaged. Always lifted in the pelvic floor, always weaving these muscles down. Slowly lower, almost touch and squeeze up. Inhale to lower and squeeze up. Inhale, almost touch and squeeze up. Now we're going to lower and almost touch, extend that leg in front of you. From there, we lift the whole leg and lower. Use that exhale. Two more. Use the exhale, keep the abs nice and tight. You're stacked here now. That leg is lifted just higher, and you're going to push it toward me and pull back. Push toward me and pull back. Push it and pull back. A little rotation in that lower pelvis there. Trying not to drop the foot. You can see I'm having trouble with this one, struggling. and pull back. Reach it and pull back. One more and pull back, and then just let it release and drop. Whew. And relax it toward the floor there. Relax everything for a second. And again, cross that knee over that bottom knee, and then just rotate onto your back and give yourself a nice little stretch right there. Releasing and relaxing into that glute, into the hip. Oh, you can't see, but I have a little rainbow on my ceiling right there. I can't tell you how much I needed that sunshine today. So I'm so glad it's out. I can't wait to get outside with it. Great day to garden, I bet. All right, let's come into a little bit of upper body before we go back into some core work, although this is still going to be core work. Take a break as you need to. If you find this is too much in your shoulders, it's perfectly okay to take a little break and then revisit, okay? We're going to start on hands and knees first. Abs nice and tight. I'm going to have you bring your knees together for this, and then we're just going to walk the hands forward far enough so that we're in this nice plank position with the hands under the shoulders on our knees. Abs nice and tight and strong. Good. Now, we're going to take a nice inhale for here. We're going to do a tricep push-up. So you're going to be lowering your chest toward your hands with your elbows coming back toward your sides, and then you're just going to press away. Inhale, the whole body comes down. Exhale, you press away for 2. Inhale, keep the neck nice and long, like you're balancing a foam roller from the back of your head through your shoulder blades, right? Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Body like a board. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Exhale, one more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it away. Shift the hips back and let your hips drop toward your heels and round your spine. Beautiful. Let's come all the way down and work into just a little bit of extension. So come all the way onto your tummy here, releasing the head, neck, and shoulders back. Elbows are bent with the fingertips nice and long. Arms are in just a little bit to your side. Let your feet come out just about hip distance or ASIS distance apart. They're still straight to the floor. Okay, I want you to think of lifting a little bit from your belly button, a little bit of a tuck of the pelvis, just so that you're protecting this low part of your back and you're not compressing into it. You want to feel like you're lengthening through here, not pinching. Take a nice inhale, and you're going to think of engaging in the back and drawing up into a nice extension, just letting your rib cage open slightly, bringing the shoulders back and down. Let's reach the fingertips back. Let the arms lift slightly, opening nice and wide. Chin is gently down. You're just looking slightly ahead of your mat here as you're holding. Fingertips reaching to the feet. You're holding. You're lengthening. Shoulders wide. And then you exhale, release. You can turn your head to one side, relax it down, and relax your shoulders all the way to the floor. We're going to inhale. Rotate the head back to the center. Rotate the shoulders back and lift into a nice extension with the upper body. We're going to hold for the exhale. Hold for the inhale. On the next exhale, turn your head the other direction and just release your head down to the mat. Relax your shoulders, let them roll forward. Releasing to the floor there, maybe even rounding your back a little bit. Now again, inhale, come to center, lift the chest, open it out, lengthening through. Don't pinch with the back of that back. And exhale and hold, inhale. And on the next exhale, turn your head one direction and release it back. Good, let's add on to this. Let's take those arms and just let them relax onto your back right here. Let's take your knees, we're going to bend them, but I want you to open them out hip distance or about as wide as your mat together so they're in a lateral rotation and your heels are squeezing in together just a little bit. Good. You can keep your head relaxed there for just a second so you can watch the camera if you need to for this. We're going to take a nice inhale, turn to center, and come up into extension the same way we just did. But we're also going to extend these legs and squeeze them. They're just lifted slightly off the floor. And then we'll exhale and come and turn the head the other way and relax back down to the floor. So you're going to inhale to come up to fly in the center. Everything lifts off the floor. Exhale, you release back down, turn your head the other direction, bring the feet together toward your glutes. Inhale, you extend the legs. Everything is lifted slightly up off the floor, including your belly button. Exhale, turn the head the other way, release everything to the floor and squeeze those legs in toward your glutes. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, reach. Fingers reach to the feet. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, extend and open. Release over. Inhale, extend and open. Exhale, release, hands to the back and turn your head. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. 1 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release it all the way down. This time, put your hands on the floor, press back, and once again, reverse that curve, round your back the opposite direction. Pulling your torso up away from the legs, belly button into your spine. While you're here, grab a quick sip of water if you want to. And then we're going to turn over onto your back. Okay, so you can sit facing me. Just reversing that curve a little bit with a little half roll back, and then we'll go back into our roll up and then into our endurance series. Because for some reason, these half-an-hour classes, I like to really work you into the hardest part of the exercise right in the middle. Although it's at the end for some of you. So holding on to your thighs for a little bit of support or for contraction, you're going to scoop your pelvis and round your back. And you're going to kind of feel like you're pushing your legs away. So if you see, I'm like pushing my pants toward my knees. And I'm using that to help scoop my pelvis in, belly button into your spine. Then I'm going to use the same arms. I'm going to let myself pull a little bit and stack back up, lengthening through. Now, none of this should be painful. If you find it's painful in your low back or you're feeling some kind of popping or straining going on, you can stay in a neutral spine and just a nice lean back and then stacking straight back up. It's whatever's right for you. Scoop that pelvis and round your spine. Your belly button comes into your spine. Inhale, you stack back up. Good, now let's add the arms. Let's take those arms just in front of you. Keep the collarbone wide, so I don't want to see you rounding into that. You're going to inhale. Scoop the pelvis. The rib cage comes down slightly toward the hips. Now we're going to keep that same roundness and just round your body over your legs. Keep your arms parallel to the floor. You inhale, round halfway back. Keep the feet on the floor. Exhale, round halfway over. Fingertips reach over the toes, but the shoulders stay down. Inhale, round half back. Exhale, keep the roundness, belly button in and round over your legs. Inhale, halfway back. Exhale, over. 1 more halfway back. Exhale, over. Good. Now inhale, let's stack your spine up, and you're going to release all the way down onto your mat into your full roll up. So let's walk your feet so that they're touching. Your inner thighs are zipped. You're up straight and tall to start. That's the last time that you get straight and tall on these. So the roll up, you never get straight all the way up. What I'll say is, if the roll up is not your thing, you can stay with what we were just doing, the half roll back. And then you can do 3 of the half roll up, okay, or ab prep. Inhale. Scoop your pelvis on the exhale. Tuck them in. Try to get your pants down before your shirt. All the way onto the floor. Lengthen down, lengthen down. Keep the feet down. Release slow with control until the arms relax. Arms can come up overhead. Don't let your rib cage pop. Nod the chin, belly button into your spine. Squeeze your inner thighs. Use the exhale to either press into the floor if you need to, hold on to your thighs if you need to, or just reach up and through. Feet stay down. Come all the way up. Lengthen the legs as you come over. Flex your feet this time. So now your legs are straight out in front of you. You round. Good. Now stay round. We don't stack up. Pull your belly button in. Nod the chin, belly button in, feet on the floor. You can bend those knees as you start to come down all the way through, slow with control. Arms come up, but that rib cage doesn't pop. Stay connected to the mat behind you. Nod your chin. It's slow with control. There's no momentum there. Belly button into your spine. Come up. Good. Try to come up evenly on both sides of your spine and slide the legs away from you as you come to the top. Flex the toes toward you, giving your back a nice stretch. Tuck the pelvis, belly button in, round through, 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way onto the floor. Scooping in and releasing it back. Getting that nice articulation. Arms reach, nod the chin, fingers toward the toes, belly button in, slide up slow with control all the way through. Lengthen it, flex the toes, round over. Inhale back down. Tuck the pelvis, lengthen down. 1 vertebrae at a time. Keep going. I'm just going to get a little closer to see. You have 2 more here. Exhale. You're going to nod the chin, peel the spine, roll it up. Looking good. I like those options. Round over the legs. Beautiful. This time go all the way down. You can bend those knees on the way back down. It might be a little more comfortable on your back. That's it. Yes, Eliza. One more. Arms open. Nod the chin. Imprint, lengthen through that spine, one vertebrae at a time. So good, Cindy. So much better. Round up over those legs. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Really relax your head. So now straighten those legs, toes to you. Legs on the floor. Yes, and just round over. Feel that nice posterior shake. If you can, hang on to those feet for a second. Hold on to them there. Use those biceps to help draw you down into a deeper stretch, 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 stretch that low back. And then release it. And this time, stack it all the way up, nice and straight and tall. Excellent. We are going to finish with just a little ab torch, okay? So sometimes we finish with a stretch, sometimes we finish with work. Today we're going to finish with work. So anything that doesn't feel right in your body, back off it. Take a quick break. Join us back when you can. We're going to do single leg stretch. We're going to do single leg with obliques. Actually, we're going to do single leg without obliques and then with obliques, okay? Or so obliques without the legs and then obliques with the legs. All right, so 1, 2, 3, all in a row. All right, so we'll start in neutral spine or a slight imprint, dealer's choice, whatever's right for your spine. Nod the chin, come into flexion. Remember, the chin is gently nodded, so you're looking between the legs. Bring one leg to tabletop and then the other. The important part of this is no movement in the torso, right? It's staying nice and compressed and still. Single leg stretch, out, exhale. The lower you go, the more challenge that is for the core. Inhale to switch, exhale, reach. Inhale, switch, exhale, reach. Keep your neck nice and relaxed. Even though your chin is down to the chest, even though you're holding flexion, the work is here in the core holding this flexion. There's no bouncing in your back in relationship to the mat. There's no releasing of your pelvis as the legs release. Use that exhale to help compress. Belly button is into your spine. One hand inner thigh, other hand ankle. Inhale, exhale. And exhale. One more each leg. Exhale. Here's our last one. Now, knees come to tabletop, you squeeze them together, and they are going to stay right there glued. Hands can rest behind the head lightly. Upper body only twist toward me. Inhale back to center, upper body twist away from me. Stay in flexion, upper body only, lower body stays still. Inhale, center. Use the exhale to compress the abdominals. Exhale. 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 One more to me. One more away. Now we add the lower body. You pull the knee in toward you as you twist. Inhale, you switch through center, go the other way. Knee comes in, leg goes out. Inhale, switch. Now you don't want to feel like your lower body is rocking back and forth. You want to feel like it's nice and evenly weighted on the mat underneath you. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. You have length in your spine. Exhale, reach and reach and reach and reach and reach and reach and reach. Lengthen through, no tension in your neck. Good, last two. Last one. Back to center. Inhale. Hug the knees into the chest. Release your head, neck, and shoulders back, and then just stretch. Everything goes out. Everything goes up. Lengthen, release, relax. And then you can draw one knee into your chest. Give it a nice little hug. Let that leg and hip release. Feel the release in your back. Switch those legs. Other knee comes in. Release, relax. Keep hold of that knee. Nod your chin. Let that knee help you to rock up to a seated position. We'll come up back to the beginning. Sit up straight and tall. Take a nice inhale. Reach those arms nice and wide. Exhale over to your right. Inhale up. Exhale over to your left. Inhale up. And let's draw those hands in and be grateful that you got in. You got your Monday workout. Thank you so much. That's your Pilates class.